Good day, everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is a general reading and is for entertainment purposes only. I did get out some charms there, so we have, it looks to be either a big opportunity or you're going to be getting an answer to something that is going to either open a lot of doors for you or answer a lot of questions for you. I feel like this is something big. This could also be talking about somebody who lives around the harbor or coastline where you would see like whales and things like that. This reminds me, I'm not really sure what kind of flower it is, but it does remind me of the flower on the pumpkin, so it's making me think of harvest season possibly coming up. End of August, beginning of September, October. Something to celebrate here for sure. Something that was started within the blood moon eclipse. Today happens to be an eclipse day. It is the 12th of August today. This is a timeless reading, but the energy is, there's a lot of energy. Like even when I woke up, it was like, okay. And it's active. It's passionate. It is energetic. It is fruitful, or being able to create fruitfulness. I feel like this reading may have something to do with an earth sign and a fire sign, or something fiery in your chart. This always reminds me of the Rosicrucians, so I don't know, it could be something to do with, or the Red Cross, some sort of society or membership, or even if it is the Red Cross, we could be dealing with like search and rescue, things like that. But whatever, I feel like whatever this is wrapping, it started within the last blood moon, which I believe was about 1.5 years ago. Something fruitful with that watermelon, fruitful, fresh new start. Something to celebrate, something about a harvest, something big. So that's what I'm getting there. I am going to take one of these cards today. Right as I cut the deck, I did see January in reverse, so before next year. Your ancestors are here, something about the letter S or the number 19. Now, I'm seeing January in reverse, but I'm also seeing Aquarius and Capricorn in reverse as well. So you could be dealing with one of those signs. And 2026. Yesterday, the fire horse came out. So somebody here is dealing with an addict. And it's funny because the red is actually standing out to me. It's possible that you have overcome some sort of substance, like whether you were abusing it or not, like maybe like even if you only drank like on the weekends or every other weekend or something along those lines, at some point you decided like, hey, I don't even really want to do that anymore. Or it could have been something a little bit more severe. Either way, it seems like you've overcome that, and maybe that's what's bringing in the harvest, or somebody you're dealing with. It is feeling like, again, matching with the red, a fire sign. Again, with the red, lighting candles over this. That actually came out earlier in my pre-shuffle. Lighting candles for rituals. Yeah, well, it is the eclipse today, so I would imagine anybody who does spell work is probably trying to, this person who planned your funeral is trying to take advantage of the energy. This person could be on the run. So it seems, I guess, that you maybe, now I'm getting the feeling like this is your celebration. So this person on the run could be actually this fire sign could be getting caught up. And as I say that, right on the top of the deck is the Eight of Swords, the Sun, and the Truth. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles right at the top of the deck. Something that needs to be given back to you, either by a King of Pentacles. And this should be coming in quickly. So, we have an Emperor reverse here matching the red. It does feel to me like you had possibly an Aries masculine trying to pull some shenanigans, maybe even closing doors for you, or I don't know, they were doing something, possibly working with your family to create some sort of ending. I see planning your funeral had already showed up. So 2026, this is also written in black. I feel like in 2026, before the end of this year, before January, it seems to me like you are going to be getting exactly what you deserve. Keep your eyes on the prize and be aware there probably is some sort of voodoo doll being used. Watch yesterday's reading. Yesterday's reading kind of aligns with this. As soon as I pulled out the charms, it was like, holy cocaine cowboys, and we're dealing with like ladies of the night. Like the charms right off the bat were like, holy moly. So go check that out. It was posted, well, today's the 12th, so it would have been posted on the 11th. Queen of Pentacles, you are the star of the show. That big pentacle that she has in her hand there is reaffirming that this female is stable, most likely financially and mentally. Yeah, she is very much in control of her, I want to say, in any way that you could be temperate. I feel like the Emperor in reverse is the one that's dealing with these issues, the rituals and the lighting of the candles. Yeah, again, see, I feel like they're sending energy your way for sure. And you're standing there solid on your throne, independent of this group or person, and well-balanced Earth Angel. So far we're dealing with the fire sign masculine and a earth sign feminine. I feel like this independent wealth has been taken from the feminine and it's about to be returned, possibly even tenfold. I just saw the Six of Cups, so this happened in the past. And now that this cycle is closing out, I feel like it is going to be made right. Yeah. You could have been dealing with a King of Pentacles, possibly a Capricorn here, who was hanging on or taken something that they shouldn't have and tried to create a loss of life so they can keep it. I feel like they have this group of people around them, maybe even sold you out to some sort of monster here. When I say monster, I mean bad guy, bad guys, bad group. I don't know if they wanted to or did maybe in the past use you in some sort of ritual to get some sort of abundance, some sort of independent wealth. But it's kind of giving to me. Every time I look at this watermelon, it's looking like pizza. So I don't know if you were like sold out as a kid to these monsters. Yeah, I'm seeing a woman in a bed here and her child. Actually, there's a picture of her and her child there. I feel at this point like you can relax. You have nothing to worry about. Like you've overcome the worst part of this, though I don't think you're out of the water just yet. I'm hoping today's eclipse closes this cycle out for you and you get exactly, yeah, okay, that's the truth. That's exactly what's happening here. That wheel is turning. I wouldn't be surprised if we have lots of new beginnings here. The truth coming out, allowing you to take some sort of action. Tell me what we need to know here, bird, for today. What energy are we dealing with here today? There's no competition. Whatever somebody thought was a competition or something they could fight fight about, there's no competition. Yeah, again, with the fire signs here, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, I feel like something has been exposed. Possibly something online. Kitties. My cats are playing. What are you doing? Okay. There's a couple involved. Something they've been planning for a long time, or possibly even sending in a honeypot. Maybe they tried to send in a honeypot at one point. So there's no competition here. Or somebody wants to stop fighting. Somebody wants to stop fighting after they put all these swords in your back and literally tried to take you out, matching with the red. I feel like this, you know, this could be for ritualistic purposes. This could be, they could be trying to take down a, I was going to say Earth Angel, but then it was switched to Truth Speaker. So I know that this is possibly done with slander, but this feels like somebody actually physically trying to take you out. Like, we're looking at the blood moon. I feel like there's enough symbolism here for the Rosicrucians. There's a lot of red on the table. Yeah, you know, I feel like they are the type of people who literally would consume you after this Ten of Swords here. And I mean that actually literally. So if you're somebody who is gifted in any way, shape, or form, chosen one, yeah, this really was, I feel like, a blood sacrifice here. Oh, YouTube, there goes that. Please like, share, and subscribe. The algorithm doesn't like the things that I talk about. So if you can hype me up, that would be great. These people, I feel like, actually were able to take something from you at one point. Or either they were trying, you know, for a long time, 1, 2, 3, 4, about, you know, anywhere from 8 years, using magic, using, I'm seeing the food, the pumpkins back here, putting it in the cup. Cleo, get away from the wires. Like, the first thing I noticed on this card was the pumpkins and the chalices, and it's feeling like, I don't know if they maybe used to hang around these people in your indulgent days, and then things, you know, maybe you went home like extra sick one time, or maybe you even were throwing up the red stuff. And you were thinking, wow, like, I don't know why that's happening. You probably, maybe, it might have crossed your mind for a split second, like, yo, somebody put something in my drink. And then you're looking over the people that were at the house or wherever you were to realize like, oh, these nobody there would do something like that. But it turns out somebody there actually would do something like that. A few people would actually do something like that. I feel like these people triangulated you. I feel like they made multiple people become your friends. You could have met people all at your work, maybe. This could have been people that you worked with, so you were like, yeah, of course I'm gonna hang out with, my new friends or whatever. But that is something you regret. These people either brought people into your work to make it look like you were meeting them naturally. Like, I don't know if this was customers or guests. Whether you work in like a hotel or some sort of customer service, maybe even like a store or a restaurant. But you kept meeting these people there. One day you looked up and you're like, wow, literally everybody I've ever met ever that actually want to hang out with me in this new place that I live. Might not even, maybe it's even like a new side of town or something like that. Like maybe, it's kind of feeling like I don't know why, like you were on your own or something. Like you were like this fool. You were like, ready to meet new people. And so you must have left some sort of situation and it's like ended up in a new place where you're meeting like these new people. Not realizing that these people were using some sort of manipulation to get you to actually like meet this group. It feels like everybody knew that they knew each other, but you didn't know that they knew each other. It's like the friendship of all the people that you think you know separately, these people behind the scenes were friends. So you're thinking, oh, I met this person here, but they don't know this person and this person, but they did. They knew. They know each other. They know each other, and coming in to meet you serendipitously was actually all part of the plot. They looked at you, probably like you wouldn't be able to see this. They also looked at you as like maybe innocent in some way, shape, or form, not realizing that you are a bit of a lioness. You may not have, I feel like this is like a new town or something. You may not have known them to be lions, but they also didn't know you to be a lion, is what I'm getting. You were able to defend yourself. And I think that is something they weren't expecting. Yeah, there's no competition here. They can't take you out. I gotta tell you, it's reminded me of some Epstein shit, okay? This is feeling like cults, covens. Like, people may even travel to where you live to get rituals done or performed, or you may live in a place that's like has a lot of missing people. Now, it may not seem like it has a lot of missing people, because what they do is they take people possibly like yourself who's a bit of a loner, thinking nobody's gonna look for them. Or maybe if you have separated from your family, or maybe you've separated from a large friend group that you used to have, or like I said, maybe you're new in town, in some way, shape, or form, they thought you were vulnerable. They also thought that you stood out here. I'm noticing the red hair. It's giving to me like maybe you even do have red hair, and that's part of the lure of wanting to, like, it's giving me like politicians, church leaders, townspeople, police officers, like search and rescue, probably even. Like, if nobody reports you missing, like if you're a bit of a loner, like say you're like a single mom, it's just you and your child, and you moved away from an abusive relationship to a new town having a new start. It's like the beginning of a horror movie, right? Like, oh, you know, Lisa just broke up with her boyfriend, and she's like moving to this new place to have a new start, and she purchases, you know, a home. It's not the biggest home, but it's seems to be in a quiet neighborhood. But shortly after Lisa moves into her place, things start. Noises can be, footsteps are heard walking down the hallway in the nighttime, and things go missing in the house, and next thing you know, you're noticing the cupboards are all open when you come home from work, and you think somebody's been in the house, but you know, your house is haunted to shit. This is what's going on. I feel like, you know, you could have even honestly had activity happening in your home, not realizing, like, this Emperor in reverse, this masculine fire sign was doing some sort of, I don't know if they were doing, maybe they were burying stuff in your yard, maybe they were leaving things on your property, possibly, like, if you're not from there and say you needed like a handyman, they have handyman go over to your house and put sigils in your walls while they're fixing it, and you know, you got your wall fixed, but on the inside of that wall is some sort of black magic thing to help. Yeah, I also feel like there's multiple people involved in this. You know, King and Queen of Wands, whether they be, you know, a couple, they might be a couple, but they might also only be friends. They, you know, the way this group operates, you know, I feel like they share each other, in a way, right? Like, I feel like there's a lot of partner swapping or multiples type things, something like that, right? We have a Queen of Wands here looking to get a victory, that's for sure. Like, it could even be something along the lines of an open marriage, where they try to bring other people in for, you know, I'm trying not to say words, schmagic, rituals, but really, like, that whoever the third is, they're harvesting their energy, they're draining their energy, or like even using it as some sort of blackmail, even possibly. Whatever this group did, they tried this, they tried that, they tried this, they tried that, they tried this, they tried that. Like, you've been going through it. So, like, I feel like there was multiple attempts by this group on your life. You know, they could have been putting something in your drink. They tried to set you up in like a throuple to energy harvest. That may have happened more than once, and you're like, Jesus fuck, is everybody like fucking swingers here? Pardon my French. Sorry, Jesus. And though, you know, I love Jesus, he's my homie, but like, I'm not religious. I don't know how to say that. I think they buried the message he was actually trying to say. We all are connected to source. Like, you know, I feel like this group is probably masculine dominated. Like, it could be something along the lines like the Freemasons here with this key. The key makes me think Freemasons because it is number 33 in the Lenormand. And, you know, they're obviously highly associated with that number, so that's why I'm thinking this could be Masonic. But, you know, they may also be the ones looking for a harvest. They may also be the ones looking for a celebration. What does collective have to do at this point, or should do, to keep themselves safe from these people? Jeez. Yo, they're taking people out all over the world. It's not a matter of moving, I don't think. Maybe get your story out online. So, like, if anything does actually happen, this could be something they even want to do, not so much publicly, like, but publicly online for the dark web. Because, you know, it seems like a lot of people are kind of kicking the bucket right now. Like, we just lost that one John guy who was, there's a lot of weird stuff about that. Perez Hilton almost, you know, pieced out. Which has a weird affiliation, actually, like a lot of red, right? It's making me think of like Perez Hilton and Ariana Grande. Both of them recently seem to have this almost identical red splatter all over them. Her in her video, and him, unfortunately, in real life. Now, she says that she's openly admitting to being a witch. Now, I love tarot. I don't do spell work. You shouldn't do spell work. It comes back on you. You know, I heard if you, well, apparently the rule is if you tell people that you're doing what you're doing, it like relieves you of the karma. Like if some way, shape, or form, like you tell the world, you know, there's going to be a pandemic, and then it happens and a bunch of millions of people pass away from pandemic or treatment of, I'm seeing all those needles there, right? All around the world. Like red, 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 red. Like this is really feeling like words I can't say on YouTube. And I feel like these people want to consume. Now, I wouldn't say Perez Hilton is a chosen one. You know, like he's had a lot to do with, I feel like, the mental health declining in a lot of celebrities. He sure helped with that with Britney Spears, that's for sure. I know a lot of people are saying that that's karma. But what it is like he's another one of their blood, right? Yeah, and you'll see a lot of this online. I feel like they wanted to do this to you on like the dark web or something. Like this was supposed to be, like we seen the card come out there. They planned your funeral. It's like you're the one who got away, and there's some sort of, because you got away, or they have to walk away at this point from this binding contract that they signed. And if you see, like, literally, he's literally walking away. And it's funny because the King of Pentacles, again, is right behind it. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, possibly your boss or a father figure, maybe even both working together. They have to walk away. Notice this man in red. This is also Saturn. Saturn's leaving Pisces. I feel like that was the end of that was the closing of the cycle. And now you're free to go. Your purity is your strength. This has left them heartbroken and angry. They want to come literally burn your ish down. I feel like this person, like yesterday's reading, is heavily indulging in drogas and alcohol and spirits. They could be going through it. So like everything that can go wrong is going wrong in their life. This person, this Emperor reverse that comes out, or the King of Pentacles, it's giving me some sort of boss, or maybe, like, it's unfortunately maybe even a father figure, but definitely somebody that you worked with in some way, shape, or form in the past. Yeah, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and I'm heavily getting Capricorn and Aries here. They could be two butt buddies, or they could be like You know, they have to do those rituals, right? Like, I don't know if they're, like, nothing wrong with being gay. I'm not, trust me, if you see me, you wouldn't think I have a problem with gay people, though I do have a problem with the flag. That's a whole nother reading, though. Yeah, that's the truth, for sure. The truth is, you were able to defend yourself, you know? And I feel like you did it with almost having nothing. It's like they blocked everything they could possibly block for you in your life, and you still were able to somehow win behind this. Like, I feel like these wands are your energetic protection rather than like your physical protection, but I feel like you are a lot stronger than they thought you were. It's, you know, I gotta tell you, it's like, I feel like they have burnt all their bridges. Like, I feel like they burnt their whole entire fucking town down to get to you, and they still weren't able to get to you. You're highly protected. They don't know where you come from is the problem. Yeah, you sleep good at night. You sleep good at night now that you got away from these overindulgent people and maybe even overindulgence yourself. You know, that could have been the key to breaking the binding. If you were bound to toxicity in some way, shape, or form, whether that be drugs or alcohol or just bad behavior in general, you know, this blood moon came in and you cleaned up your ish. It could have even been before that. It's because I'm getting the fact that these people really honestly had the wrong impression of you. There's a tower coming in, and I gotta tell you, this could be a tower for you, but it is here to change and transform and shake things up. What's the final message for our listeners today? Our little birds today? I would say start making a plan. Start making a plan. Plan like this is already in your hands. You are about, you know what, you're about to have a harvest. I feel like you've worked a really long time or been in this energy for a really long time, and this is gonna do, like, I feel like your harvest is coming back to you. Whatever was stolen from you, possibly by this King and Queen of Wands and this King of Pentacles. Yeah, long time coming. This is coming back to you. Tell me, clarify more about the Seven of Pentacles, 33 on the clock. Yep, that's exactly. Spirit said, I said what I said. Your hard work's paying off, and all your rewards are coming back to you. Keep planting those seeds. Keep taking those steps forward. You may not be able to see the way out, but you can see your next step. Listen to your guides. I know you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot of heartache, but you, my dear, are one of the strongest people that God has ever put on this planet. Kitties, be nice. Somebody's going to jail, and you're going to be able to stand there with all your accolades. I can't wait. Yo, take this, get your head in, get some new clothes, take a vacay, whatever you got to do, but stay away from the lower vibrational stuff. Like I said, if you did a really good job getting away from this type of stuff, make sure you stick with that. We don't want any more heartbreak. And it seems in this world, this day and age, you need all your awareness. You need all your awareness. You have to be on your game. It's no joke these days. It's no joke. I love you guys, and I hope to see you again. Peace.